Hi, thank you for watching Zen Mommy. I'm here helping you with your spiritual awakening. Today, I want to talk about babies, children, and the awakening. So, I started Zen Mommy after I had my baby, and my awakening started to begin kind of after that process when I found out about all of these secrets and lies my husband did, and I was devastated. And I wanted to die. It was just so bad. But I realized in those moments that I was always worrying, is he gonna come home? Is he this? And he had full control of my love and my emotions and everything. And here I had this innocent, precious, beautiful, beautiful little baby. You know, one thing about a child can get you in your present moment. And I remember, like, when I was going through that with my husband, I made this message, I sent this message to the universe. Like, I was so hurt. And I said, you know what, now I need to learn how to find myself. I need to know who I am. I need to love myself. I put this out, I prayed, I put that to the universe. A monk moved into my neighborhood, a Zen monk of all kinds of monks, I guess, moved into the neighborhood. He was walking up the street. I saw his aura. And, you know, I've never like seen, I can't, I saw his aura. It's hard to explain. You know, I know some people, they see these colors and they see things in aura, but what I saw, I can't even explain it. I'll tell people clearly I can't see auras, but that I saw his aura, and I can't even explain it. Anyways, he walked up so calm and peaceful, and he was completely taken with Storm, you know. And he taught me at that moment how to meditate. And I told him a little bit about my situation, how I was trying to recover, heal. I created Zen Mom. He got me this book by Thich Nhat Hanh, and he said it really helped him when he was going through some tough things. And this book talked about like you know, different types of meditation. And, you know, meditation, different types of meditation. I'm sorry, I got off track. And so let's get back to what I was talking about. Okay, so at that point, that's when I realized that, okay, I am not being in my present moment with this situation. I'm letting this pain, I'm letting this guy, he's draining me of my life force. It's taken away from this precious, innocent child. And it came to that moment where I was like Zen mommy, okay? I'm a mommy, I'm going through a tough time, and I have to find my Zen. I have to find my peace and my love and my joy. And I began to meditate. And I began to start to appreciate my child. Appreciate that, you know what, this beautiful being, okay, that was sent to me, does not deserve for me to be not loving myself, sitting here taking on this victim role. You know, that victim mentality, when you get hurt, it's something about the ego. The ego wants to take on this victim mentality. And you sit there and you'll be crying, you know, the torture tears where you're just crying. I'll be like, I mean, torture tears. And, you know, and there's a difference. There's tears of healing too. You know, crying is a very good thing for an emotional release. You see, emotions are energy, and you need to be able to release that energy, because if it builds up, it can cause you all sort of problems, put you out of alignment energetically wise. And so that's when I had to realize I couldn't play that victim role anymore. Now I had to step out of the play, and I had to become a single mother. You know, I didn't want to be I was a single mother with my daughter. I was married to her dad, and it didn't work out. And I really wanted, you know, to have a family this time. And you know, acceptance, okay? Sometimes we have to accept a situation. See, the thing about accepting a situation is, imagine you are you need directions somewhere and you're lost. You have directions and you're lost. And see, if you never accept that you're lost, you'll never get back on track. And so that's the one thing that I had to do. I had to realize that, okay, look, I'm now a single mother, okay? I'm the only one that's going to be taking care of this child. This baby, this innocent life that just entered in this world is now looking up to me. And that actually helped me along my journey as far as my spiritual awakening, knowing that there was another being that was counting on me to love myself enough not to let this toxic person take away any more of my energy that I can't give to my family anymore. And so that's what I kind of wanted to talk about, you know, the spiritual awakening. You know, I want to talk more about this, you know, raising a child after your awakening. You know, so many things that I look back in my childhood that, well, all of the things I learned, you know, all the things that were put on me, all of the belief systems. Now that I see things differently, I see a whole different way I should be raising my child. And so, like, for instance, sometimes we go into like, this is a clear example. One time I was feeding my son some baby food. I had to make assume he wasn't going to like the green baby food, and I didn't want to feed it to him. And it's just like I heard my spirit unction me, and I felt like I heard this voice, and it said, "Don't do that. Don't put your prejudices on him about the food." And my spirit was like, he's gonna like it. He's gonna enjoy all flavors. And guess what? He liked the green baby food more than the rest. And that's when I realized I had to break away from a mind frame of thinking. So when you're raising a child, an awakened child, you want to see, the thing is, I believe that the children are already awakened. And I don't 100% know everything, but I believe that they're closest to anything than any of us. They're not really tainted with the fluoride in the water, and that goes into blocking the third eye. Maybe we'll do third eye videos one day. And so they have this beautiful view of life, of fun, of love, of creativity. And you see, we are all born like that. But in school, we learn to push artistic qualities to the side because that's not necessary. That's not important. That's not going to make you job or money. But let me tell you, whatever makes you happy. And see, we suppress all these abilities, and then they become this asleep person that needs to spiritually awaken too. So my goal is to figure out how to help, other, how to help myself first, because it starts here, right? How to help raise my awakened child. And this is a journey that I want to go on, and I want to actually document on YouTube as well, because you know what? Most people are parents, and you're awakening. We need to how to figure this out. Like, what if you awaken and you had a bad relationship with your kid? That's what happened to me. Me and my daughter, that toxic relationship tore us apart. In the beginning of my awakening, my daughter got into a fight. I mean, it was a big fight, and I was so angry at her. And she said to me, "I can't believe you forgive him, but you're not forgiving me." And I'm thinking, this is what happened to me. My mind was so twisted that my daughter feels like I would not forgive her, and I forgave this toxic man over and over. It's just like you start to look at yourself. I started to see that my first thing when I was starting to awaken, I wanted to help the world. And I clearly realized that, there's a scripture, cast thy beam out of your own eye before you cast a beam out of your brother, the mote out of your brother's eye. And I realized at that point, my household needed to be healed. I needed to be healed. My daughter needed to be healed in our relationship. And that's one thing about the awakening, is you start waking up to your true nature. You start to want to correct things. You want to correct relationships. You want to heal your family and your loved ones. And so anyways, that's all. I didn't want to take too much time, but I wanted to talk about that because you know what? Having an awakened family, raising awakened children, these are beautiful topics I believe somebody should be covering on YouTube. Anyways, you guys all have a wonderful day. Peace and love. Namaste.